Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing. Hello, 1, 2, 3. Testing. Hello. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing. Hello, testing 1, 2, 3. Testing. Testing. Okay. Is the sound okay? Yeah, I think the sound is recovered, right? So I saw some feedback, alright? So okay, the sound is resumed. So finally, we can start for today live demo, alright? So I hope you guys keep on like and share our live demo, right? So top sharer, don't forget, we have this very nice free gift, right? The free gift is sponsored by Daisy, so Daisy peanut butter. So they sponsor 10 of these stationery case. You can keep pens, pencil, and some stationery over here as a case. Alright, so this is very nice for the children. So we Daisy give this sponsor 10 of this for the top sharer. Alright, so become one of the top sharer. Then Baby Vian will send this to you. Okay. Okay. So before I'm going to start, so let me introduce for today's recipe. Today we will making the Daisy peanut butter cheesecake. So this is a non-baked cheesecake, so there is no problem for you if you don't have an oven at home, right? So whatever you need is a cake pan and some utensils. Then you can make this very nice. You can make this very nice, very tasty, very creamy, and especially peanut butter lover will love this very much. Right, so this is a peanut butter cheesecake. So let me introduce the product that we are using for today. So we are going to use this Daisy peanut butter. This is a very tasty, very nice peanut butter. So you can buy this from Baby Vian in their outlet. So they're selling this both crunchy and creamy as well. So for those who like the creamy, very smooth mouthfeel, you can choose the creamy peanut butter. And for the crunchy is for those who like to have some peanut mix. You can bite, you can chew the peanut, you can have some mouthfeel with the nuts, right? So you can choose the crunchy one. So this not only good for making dessert. This one good for your breakfast. You can spread it on your bread, and you can use this on any kind of dessert. Is up to your imagination, right? So we're using this Daisy peanut butter, and beside this, the cream cheese. We are going to use Halal cream cheese, right? So this packaging, I believe most of you saw this in the chiller when you're going to shopping at Baby Vian, right? So this is the Halal cream cheese selling at Baby Vian. So this cream cheese is from Denmark, and this is a natural cream cheese. That means it's a very smooth texture, and there is no there is no preservative and no artificial flavor. Everything is natural. Okay, so this is very good product for you to consume, especially for your lovely family. And besides this, we're using the Halal whipping cream. This is the Halal whipping cream as well from Denmark as well. So the Halal product is from Denmark. So this is also the very natural whipping cream. There is no preservative and no artificial flavor and additive. Okay. And besides these two, so this is, I think you are very familiar with this. This is the Lupa butter. Also you can get it at a Big right? So you can get in their outlet. I believe in the chiller have plenty of stock of this Lupa butter. So this one selling in Big is 8 ringgit and 50 cents. Right? So when you drop by shopping at Big don't forget to grab this. Okay. So after this product, let me go through for today's recipe. So I believe the recipe is ready. Post in the comment. Right. So the first one, we are making a crush for the cake. So the crush will be using the digestive biscuit crumb, 150 gram, and then melted lupa butter. I'm using the unsalted lupa butter, melted 90 gram. So this one will be used to make the crush. The next will be the filling, I mean the cake batter. It will be I'll be making in two components, right? One component is with the chocolate base, another component with the peanut butter base. So the first layer I'm using the Halal natural cream cheese 600 gram, right? So I already cut here 600 gram. So this one have to thaw in the room temp. In the thaw in the room temperature, it's become like very soft. When you press this, you can see this is soft and this is very smooth, right? So 600 gram of Halal natural cream cheese, and then I'll be using 125 gram of icing sugar. Okay. And then I'll be using the Halal high stability whipping cream as well, 100 gram, and then some dark chocolate chip, 200 gram. And then the third component will be the Daisy peanut butter. So it's up to you. You like to use creamy and crunchy, it's up to you. Okay. So today I will show you to making this cake using crunchy. Then later I will show you the cake that I didn't prepare yesterday. That one is using the creamy peanut butter. So the peanut butter, Daisy peanut butter, I will using 300 gram. And then Halal natural cream cheese is 300 gram as well here, the second portion. And then the melted lupa butter 80 gram, right? And icing sugar 85 gram. Okay. So today we will have 3 components. So we will make these 3 components, then we will combine everything, then it will become the cake for today. So we need to water bath the whipping cream. So we will heat up a pot of water, and then we'll put the whipping cream on top of the water to warm the whipping cream, because I will use this whipping cream to melt the chocolate. Right. It's not necessary to heat until it's boiling. Just heat until it's warm. So if you check for the temperature, it will be around 50 to 60 degrees. It will be fine. It's more than enough to melt the chocolate. Okay. So while we're waiting this to heat up, I will put the cream cheese in the mixing bowl. Today I will mix everything manually. So even you don't have a mixer, even you don't have an oven, but you can make this cheesecake. Right, the cream cheese. So I have take it out from the fridge and pour it and smoothen it. I will use a spatula to cut into smaller portion before I going to use a whisk to smooth it up. Okay. So today there is no oven and no mixer involved. Everything is manually. Right, use a whisk. Whisk around to let it have a smooth and soft texture. Okay, please feel free to ask any question. So in the comment, I will go through the question after this, then I will answer your question, alright? So you're free to ask any question. And then before that, for those who just come in, please like and share our this video, live demo. So because the top sharer will get a free gift. So you might be one of the top sharer. We are giving 10 set of the free gift for today's top sharer. The top 10 sharer will have the free gift. So the free gift is absolutely free. You do not need to make any purchase. So all you need to do is to share. Alright, so cream cheese, using a whisk to smooth the cream cheese. So when the cream cheese is smooth, soft and smooth, right? I will shift the sugar. Always shift your icing sugar. You must shift your icing sugar before you use. Because icing sugar normally they have some lump due to our very high humidity weather in Malaysia. So the icing sugar will have some lump. So make sure you shift the icing sugar before you use. Alright, after this, I will mix the icing sugar with the cream cheese. Mix well everything, right? Vin'z is so smooth. Okay, so put it aside. So the whipping cream already heat up. Right, whipping cream is heat up. Right, we pour the whipping cream into the chocolate chip. Right, gently use your spatula, gently stir the hot whipping cream to melt the chocolate chip. Here I'm using the dark chocolate. You can choose to use any kind of chocolate you prefer, right? So you can choose couverture or chocolate compound as well. Okay. So if the chocolate is not melt, you can put this bowl on the hot water, or you can put in the microwave as well. So in the microwave, you set about 10 seconds and take out and stir. The question is, can we use the hand mixer at lower speed? Yeah, you can use your hand mixer, don't worry. Because today I show you is using manually is especially for those who are quite new to baking. So they haven't invest some equipment like the oven or the mixer. So they only can use the utensils that available in their kitchen. So everything is manually. You can use hand mixer and even the stand mixer as well. You can mix it using the mixer. It will be easier, right? Because I eat a lot of dessert, I want to do some manual works to burn some of my calories. Just a joke. Okay, I put it on the warm water. The heat will help to melt the remain of the chocolate. Never use direct heat for the chocolate, right? So it will burn the chocolate and you will have a rough surface. You have a rough texture when you use the direct heat to heat the chocolate. Because the heat is too hot, it will burn the chocolate. So it will be rough. So use the warm water or microwave. You have to stir every 10 seconds. Okay, now the chocolates melt. Okay. Okay, there's a question. Cake mold size. Oh, I'm sorry, I forget to tell you. I'm using a 9-inch cake mold. Okay, so I will using the flexi cake mold. So that means it's bottom, it can be removed. So it will be easy for you to remove the cake from the mold, right? So you either use the spring type or this, the loose one, the loose type. So it will make easy for you to remove the cake from the mold. Okay, after I melt the chocolate with the whipping cream, I will mix everything into the cream cheese mixture. So from here, using spatula to mix the chocolate and the cream cheese. Okay, so the batter is ready. You put it inside. We want to make the base, the crust. So the melted butter pour into the cookies crumble. Right? The crumble will pour into the cake pan. I'll always use the bottom of the cup to press the crumble. Alright, the crust for today is, I'm not going to bake this crust because today is for those who don't have the oven, so they don't have oven to bake the crust. So today version is non-bake crush, right? So just the melted butter, low fat butter. I'm using the unsalted, and the digestive cookies crumble. Only these two ingredients to mix together and put it as a crust, the base. Okay, there's a question. Do we need to completely cool the dark chocolate mixture before add into the cream cheese mixture? It's not necessary, because the chocolate mixture is not that hot. As I mentioned, it's using the warm water, right? So the heat of the chocolate is not high enough to melt the cream cheese. So as what I show you just now, after I melt the chocolate, then I will straight pour into the cream cheese mixture and mix together, right? So as from the picture you can see, it's not melted. So the texture will be like this. Okay, it's not melted. Okay, so this mixture I will pour into this. It's supposedly to be put in the chiller to chill it for a while. Due to the time not allowed, I will straightly pour into the crush. Okay, after this point, I just spread around. And we use 8" or 10". If we're using the 8", I'm worried it's too small. It can't fit all the ingredients into the 8" mold. If you're using 10", it will be fine. The cake will be slightly thinner. It's not that thick, not that high. Okay, it's fine using the 10". So I just slightly level and smooth the mixture of this chocolate cream cheese, right? So slightly crust base need to chill how long before put in the cheese mixture? If you put in the chiller, about 15 to 20 minutes will be fine. It will be ready. 15 to 20 minutes. It's just let the butter to set, right? So after this, I will put this into the chiller or freezer, right? So I want to make it quite fast, so I put it in the chiller. So I will mix the peanut butter and the cream cheese mixture. Then after I mix the one, then I can pour it on top of this. So the next we are going to mix the peanut butter and the cream cheese mixture. Okay, this is the third component. This is the third component for this cream cheese. peanut butter cheesecake. Same process, we have to soften and smooth the cream cheese. Right, spatula to scrape those sticks at the side of the bowl. Right, then next will be the icing sugar. Shift your icing sugar into the cream cheese. Louder. Louder. Oh, all right, all right. Louder. Okay. So now the cream cheese and the icing sugar. So both have to mix together. Soften everything. Smooth and soft. And then the next will be the peanut butter. 300 grams of peanut butter. Okay, I'm using this Daisy Crunchy peanut butter, so I can have something to chew when I eating this cake. Okay, 300 grams. Peanut butter, cream cheese, and the icing sugar in the bowl. Right. The last will be the butter. So the melted butter. I'm using lupa unsalted butter. So mix everything until smooth and evenly. Okay. I'll get the base out from the freezer. So this is the final component that will add on top. Okay. So spread the cream cheese, peanut butter cream cheese, spread evenly to the edge of the cake pan. Right, use a spatula to smooth the surface. Okay. Square those stick to the side of the cake tin or the cake pan. Okay, it's about to finish. We just need to final touch to smooth the surface of the cake. Okay, and this cake you can keep it in your chiller. You can keep for overnight. After overnight, then you can take out, and then you can release the cake from the pan. So when you want to release the cake, right, you use something like this, something high, a cane, right? It's perfect using this Vin'z peanut butter cane, and then you put it on top, right? So if you have a touch heater, you use a touch heater to heat up and release. If you don't have, you use hot water with cloth, right? You wet the hot water with the cloth and then you rub around, so it will slightly melt the cake at the side. I mean the heat will hit the cake pan and it will melt the cake. So when it's melted, it will be easy for you to release the cake, right? After you release, then you put it in the cake pan. Okay, so this is the process to making this Vin'z peanut butter cream cheese. The process is end. So we'll wrap it with a cling film and then keep it in a chiller, and then you have to keep it overnight before you serve, right? So there's a question, if you want to bake the crust, how long and what temperature? Okay, you can refer to my previous video. I'm making the caramel cream cheese. That recipe is for the crust that using to bake. For today's recipe is not suitable to bake because I'm using quite high quantity of the butter. It will be very oily if you're going to bake today's recipe, right? So please refer to the previous video that I'm using the cookies crumble, butter and some sugar as well. Today's recipe I do not use sugar because I didn't bake it. Okay, so if you want to bake the crust, so you refer to the previous sharing the video. You can check the video at Big Vivian FB or myself from my FB as well. So under the caramel cheesecake category, the recipe, and put in freezer or chiller will in taste like ice cream. Okay, so you can keep in the chiller for overnight, right? You can keep in freezer as well, but after you keep in freezer, you have to throw it in the chiller, so it might take long time. So, but if you want to keep this cake for a longer period, like example, you want to keep this cake for about 2 weeks, 3 weeks, then you keep it in the freezer. So you throw it in the chiller at least 2 days before you're going to serve this cake. Okay. So if you want to eat this fresh, so I just wrap in the cling film and keep in the chiller for 1 or 2 days. Okay. So this one I will wrap and keep in the chiller later. So now I will show you the cake that I will make. So this is the one I made yesterday. Okay, these are the ingredients I'm using to making this cream cheese for today. Okay, you can keep posting your question. Actually, I can't go through all the questions right now, so I will answer any kind of question in the comment. Right, feel free to answer, ask the question, and like and share. So I will going to look for the top 10 sharer to get the free gift. Right. So before you cut your cream cheese, always heat your knife. So either you dip the knife in hot water or boiling water, or you can put your knife on top of the stove to heat the knife before you're going to cut the cheesecake. So by doing this, you have a very smooth and nice cut of the cake. And make sure you have to clean your knife for every cut. Can I have a plate? See, madam. Jonathan. Right, this is the cake for today. Okay, so there's a two layer of cake. One layer is chocolate cream cheese, another layer is peanut butter cream cheese, and the bottom with the crust, right? So today I'm choosing chocolate combined with peanut butter because both of these is very good combination. So the chocolate and the peanut butter, both of them combine and taste very nice, very tasty. Okay, so this for today's recipe. So you can buy all of these ingredients at Big Vivian, right? So you can drop by their shop and you can check their Facebook, their operation hour. The operating hour is from what time to what time, and always call their outlet to check the stock availability, right? So they'll be more than happy to tell you the stock availability. And then before I'm going to end, so you have any question, just post in the comment, or you want to direct message me, PM me, you can check my FB. So you can search Chef William Wong. So you can go to my page and directly PM message me any question that you have been facing by making this, doing this recipe, or any baking question that you can solve. I will be happy to share whatever that I know. Okay, so feel free to visit my FB page, Chef William Wong, and definitely Big Vivian Facebook. They will update all kind of promotion in their Facebook. So like Big Vivian Facebook as well. So I think it's quite simple recipe for today, and I hope you enjoy and doing this recipe. Okay, so this is the end for today. So until next time, see you. Bye.